Hi everybody. I just don't consistently upload, and that's okay because I only have like 10 subscribers probably, maybe 12. I haven't actually checked, so maybe I have more. Who knows? Anyways, a lot's actually been going on lately. It's heckin' cold outside, which is weird because it's Texas, but okay. I'm working for Uber. I might put my link in the description because actually right now everybody who signs up through my link after completing 200 trips gets $2,000, so that's pretty cool. I get like 200 per person that signs up and completes those 200 trips, so that's also pretty cool because that means all I have to do is provide a link and I get $200 potentially. I'm not going to share too many details right now of everything going on, mostly because everything going on is me just like helping out friends rather than it being like I mean, I got personal stuff going on too, but like that's super minuscule compared to what my friends are dealing with, so I'm kind of just like on the DL. But I really want to start uploading more. I feel like I don't ever upload, and like I want to upload videos to YouTube. Part of it's like I feel like I never have anything to talk about, and I want to be one of those people that does like commentary or taste tests, no mukbangs, because I mean I don't need more of this nonsense going on. It's nice and warm in my car. I got a beanie. I like my beanie. It's cute. It's pink. It's super soft. It's insanely soft. I think I got it from Walmart. I might have gotten it from a gas station, but I'm pretty sure I got it from Walmart. It was like the Winter something or other was the name of the brand. But look, I got 2 jackets on. We being all warm. Right now I have a fishbowl for a car, so everybody can see me just talking into my phone. So that's always fun. Yeah, Uber Eats is pretty cool. You guys should go follow me on Instagram. I posted my link on there too, and I posted Reginald holding all of our Uber Eats orders and keeping them safe for everybody. But yeah, so that's kind of my job right now. I stopped selling phones because, you know, there was a bunch of drama going on. Oh my God, guys, the drama. So I'm not going to say names or anything. I'm not going to give the company because even though I was working with a Verizon authorized retailer, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to get the company or the people in trouble. But long story short, these girls that I was working with had like their own little clique thing going on. Like I felt like I was in high school and the popular girls had their clique and and I was like the new girl at school and they were being all defensive of their territory, and it was just ridiculous. It started out kind of just, you know, they were on guard, and so like I thought that was just, you know, oh, I'm a new person, of course they're going to be on guard. They were very distant with me, very awkward and weird around me. But then it kind of turned into like I found out and it's weird. First of all, it's weird that my boss literally didn't do anything for months. Because if you're getting an accusation told to you about somebody, you go and like talk to that person. You don't just not say anything for months. But these girls, according to my boss, I never got confirmation from them because they didn't talk to me about the situation until way later in person. And then later in person, it was like kind of confirmation, but they were like, but we weren't like that dramatic about it, you know, when they actively did say something to me because I confronted them in person about it. But basically, these girls, were telling my boss that I was making them really uncomfortable and flirting with them all the time, even though we barely ever interacted with each other. Like the most I ever did was say hi to them coming into the store or ask them a question that was work related or whatever it was. And I very rarely interacted with them on a personal basis, let alone flirted with them. So, you know, I was heavily insulted. I was like, oh my gosh, why are they like, how could they possibly think I'm flirting with them when I've never done anything at all to be construed as flirting? You know, I think maybe once when one of them walked into the store, I was like, hey, beautiful. And, you know, I guess I kind of get that. Like, for a lot of people, that's not normal. But for me, that's like, it's just what I like. I would say that to a customer coming into the store, and they know that about me. I texted the both of them because I had their numbers for like emergency contact or whatever, and they had my number for the same thing. And I texted them in the group chat and I was like, listen, our boss tells me that you guys have been accusing me of flirting with you, and I just want to know, like, what am I doing specifically to make you guys uncomfortable so that I know to avoid doing that in the future, because it's never my intention to do that. And I never got a reply. No reply. And so I was like, okay, and I left it alone. But then one of the girls wanted to have a conversation, acting like she's the manager, with the both of us, like a team meeting, which, like, whatever, she's showing initiative. She wanted to be a manager, so that's kind of understandable that she wants to start acting like one, maybe show the person that can promote her that she's capable of being a manager and capable of leading a team. So, like, I understand it. Also, I'm sorry this is so choppy. I don't actually know. I'm getting a new phone soon, so it's whatever. Soon. It's gonna be like 6 months. I'm gonna get the S22, guys. Isn't that exciting? It's gonna have 5 cameras. Although my phone's like insanely hot, so that might be part of it. Also, it's like 25-mile-an-hour winds outside, which is why I have my hair in a braid. I'm so off topic. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place mentally. That's just how I am. It's usually in my head. I don't usually outwardly express my all over the placeness, but I'm talking to YouTube, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, so that whole thing is over with, right? Over and done with, whatever. And later, I grab a box off the desk, which isn't supposed to be there. We have a designated area for accepting packages because we can't have them be by the customers. But this girl that acts like she's the manager, puts all of the boxes for accepting on the desk that the customers have complete access to. So I'm like, okay, but I pick up this box and I bring it over to her because I'm like dyslexic and I don't like having to read if I don't have to read. So I bring it over to her and I just confirm. I'm like, hey, we're supposed to accept this box, right? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I start walking away to go to the back to accept it over the computer because I'm literally not doing anything. There's no customers in the store except for the customer she's working with. And there's nothing else for me to do. So anyways, I'm walking away with this package and she's like, no, I'll do it. It's okay. And I'm like, well, I can do it. I'm not doing anything right now. And then she goes, well, I was told to do it, so I'll do it. And so, naturally I'm like, well, I'm literally not doing anything right now. Is there any specific reason only you can do this package? And she snaps at me and she goes, just do it. Just do it. Right in front of the customer with this really just like snotty tone. And so I start walking away to go accept this package and I say, drop the attitude. And behind me, I hear her go, oh no, oh hell no. Like I fucking did something wrong when she's the one acting like a child with me. Which, granted, I probably should not have said drop the attitude. That was childish for me to reply that way, but still. I go and accept the package, and she is pissy with me for the rest of the time that I'm there. She actually cussed at me over text message when I decided to cut my 2 weeks early because the other girl wasn't so much of a jerk to me. She was kind of just quietly a part of everything, but like my personal interactions with the other girl were for the most part pleasant. She never really said or did anything to me personally that was bad. I think that I just associated her emotions with the other girl's emotions towards me because they were such good friends with each other that it just kind of felt like a clique. But the other girl didn't really do anything to me personally. It was really mostly this girl that was just a complete jerk to me. But then I come in like 2 days later and there's a huge stack of boxes in the non-designated area where customers have access to, so anybody could have walked back there and just grabbed a box and ran out the store with a customer's order, but whatever. And there's a sticky note on it. In all caps it says, I will do it. And so I message my boss and I'm like, what is happening? And I tell him everything that's happening. I tell him how I feel like I'm essentially being high school bullied, how it feels like there's a clique situation going on, how I feel like I'm in high school, and I feel like it's a really unprofessional work environment. And he doesn't reply to me. and he ignores my phone calls, and he doesn't respond to my phone calls, and he doesn't respond to my text messages. The most I get from him is anyone can accept a package. And my boss was also kind of prone to just like not responding to you in person too. And like, he's not a bad guy. Like, he's very cooperative for the most part, but that's basically what it was like, if he didn't want to deal with it, he didn't deal with it. And I think that was pretty unprofessional. So I basically had a very awful experience because my boss was unwilling to really do anything to stop these girls. And I told him directly, I was like, you're not going to get anybody to stick around with these girls acting the way that they're acting. And again, I say these girls, it really was just the one girl, but I associated the two together because of how good of friends they were. They were always together, they were always chatting. I do know that I specifically heard them gossiping about me behind my back. But anyway, so I decide that I'm done dealing with all of this, and I cut my 2 weeks early because the girl was a jerk to me over some bullshit. And I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna go into work the next day. And I text my boss and I tell him, listen, I'm cutting my 2 weeks early. I just can't deal with this anymore. And then I get a text message from the girl asking where I'm at, and I let her know, like, oh, I thought he might have informed you guys I cut my 2 weeks early. And she was extremely snappy with me, and I understand her anger. I completely understand her anger and her being upset at the fact that I didn't show up to work and that I wasn't there and that they kind of had to fend for themselves because there is only 2 of them and it's a 5-person store. But I let her know that her behavior is the reason I left, and whether or not that means anything to her is whatever, but her behavior was the reason that I left. And then, you know, she cussed at me. So I filed a complaint with HR, like the Karen that I am. But I don't think they're actually going to do anything. I thought about potentially suing the company because of the hostile work environment and the fact that my boss literally didn't do anything and didn't bother to want to do anything and very clearly was uninterested in it. Like, he basically saw it as not important. But it's really not worth it. You know, that company is going to crash and burn on its own, and there's no point in me wasting my time to be a Karen, basically. There's no point in me wasting my time to cause a huge fuss over a situation that I ultimately had the ability to leave. And I think that's what's important, is that I had the ability to leave, so I left. But now we Ubering! Yay! And I'm about to go back to work. I've been wanting to upload more. And I feel like I haven't been uploading at all. And you guys are gonna get a lot of videos from my car because I really can't do anything else right now. I've been staying with my mom a lot, so there's that too. But I'm probably gonna be in an apartment soon. You know, it's just a lot going on, just a lot. You know how it be. But yeah, let me know what you guys like want to see in my channel. I kind of want more time to do more than just vlogging. Right now I'm basically just vlogging, but I would like to do a lot more than just vlog. But, you know, I mean, some people like that. Some people like just vlogging, you know? Oh my god, guys. I'm in the city right now, and there's so much construction. Oh my gosh, this 10-minute trip has turned into like a 20-minute trip because I keep having to navigate around all the construction that isn't on the GPS. Okay, so I'm in like this really pretty apartment. Look at this pool. Anyways, so like the outside is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, but when you go into the actual where the apartments are, it's like concrete and windy and very creepy looking. But that's okay, because the outside is gorgeous and the pool is luxury. I keep doing stuff where like I'll film something because I have something to say and it'll look like this, but I forget what I want to say, so it's just a video of me just like a weirdo, but none of those are gonna be in here. I don't know why I told you guys that, but we're about to go to a gas station because I have to use the bathroom and I need more water. I got a $10 tip today, guys. Isn't that crazy? People are so sweet. Okay, so I had to come home to deal with an emergency. I informed my brother that the emergency was Shark Week. Would you like to tell them what your response was?
That Shark Week wasn't until like June? So what does Shark Week mean? Is this code?
What are some things that women tend to not mention in front of men?
I've never heard it called Shark Week.
So many girls call it Shark Week.
I've never heard anybody call it Shark Week. Are you kidding?
Ask Navia.
Navia!
Wait, okay.
Oh my god.
Navia. You're on YouTube, by the way.
Do you call your period, please?
Do I call my period?
Shark Week?
Have you ever called it Shark Week?
No.
What?
Thank you. I
Am
come
I
into
the
her
only
room
one?
and Shanna says, I have to deal with an emergency. And I say,
Okay,
oh,
wait.
what's the emergency? And she says, Shark Week. And I'm thinking, oh, Discovery Channel. That doesn't happen till like June. Why are you worried about Shark Week? Like she has to record it on the DVR or something.
Wait, okay, I've heard at least
Huh.
10 of my girlfriends call it Shark Week.
Maybe I'm just not.
Does
in
it
the
make
time.
sense at least?
It makes sense.
Yeah, see, okay, it at
I
least
just-
makes sense.
I just called the end of the dot of a sentence, you know.
Oh, the end of the dotted a sentence.
Or you're both grown-ass people. You can call it your period.
That's not YouTube
Ew.
friendly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, ew.
Don't say
Oh, hi,
that.
Dad. You're on YouTube. It is nighttime, and I am cold. That is all.